lovely people, thank you so much for clicking on this video and coming to get to know me a little bit. So this is my first YouTube video and I just wanted to give a bit of information about myself. So I'm just sitting here in my uni room. I've got some incense burning over there and it's just a vibe. Like, that's just how I like it. I like to make everything a bit sacred. So I'm just gonna start off by talking about what I'm into. So I really like deep conversations. I'll be looking down a bit, sorry if that bugs you. And I like helping people. I'm currently studying occupational therapy. I'm in my first year, and occupational therapy is similar to physiotherapy, but it's more activity focused. And I'm currently on a self-development journey, on a self-discovery journey, and it's just so meaningful to me because I don't know, I feel like I'm just a student of life. Like, I just take every day and I really just try and see the value and opportunities in every day. I try to. So I'm just on a healing journey. I basically said that already. And I just wanted to get into my locks because I get a lot of questions about my locks. I've only retwisted the front, so. But yeah, I get a lot of questions about my locks. A lot of people ask me why I locked my hair, so we'll start off with that question. And a big thing for me is that they keep me grounded. I feel like sometimes it's easy to just feel a bit lost, and my locks really keep me grounded and they remind me of who I am and why I've decided to lock my hair. A major thing to me is how they embody nature and its transitional power. Yeah, just like with trees or plants, they're always changing and transitioning, and they're always in different phases, and that is literally the exact same thing with these locks, or with locks in general. With me, I'm not a very versatile person when it comes to my locks. I literally just let them grow out. But even though I don't do loads of styles, to me, like every week or so, every month or so, it's like a whole new hair. It's so thick now. If you want to see, I can insert some pictures of how they were before, and yeah, you'll be able to see them. Another meaningful thing about my locks is how they connect me to my authentic self. So this kind of ties in with the start of my whole self-discovery journey. It started about 2 years ago, and it was when I first had my first ever therapy session. I had cognitive behavioural therapy, CBT, for an issue that I was dealing with at the time. Well, I still am dealing with it. I can go into more detail about that. I'm trying to be as open and share my truth as possible. So yeah, from there she introduced me to meditation. The meditation that she introduced me to was like self-compassion meditation. So just coming to appreciate and just be kind to yourself, you know, because a lot of the time we're not actually taught to love ourselves or to be compassionate, and that was very, very transformational to me. And that also got me into like affirmations as well, being more positive and just more kind to myself. And so from there I discovered a visualization meditation, and that's when you visualize something. Well, it was a guided meditation, so they tell you what to visualize. And in this meditation, they made you like visualize being in like a field, like a really nice field, a grassy field, and then you walk up to this fountain and you see your higher self, and it's like, what does your higher self look like basically, and you create this image. And my higher self, she had like really long locks, and she was obviously me, but just a different me compared to how I was before. My locks really represent that transition, especially from like how I was back in the day. Like, I used to listen to Bashment all the time. Like, Bashment was the one thing I'd listen to, and music, yeah, that's a whole another video, but music can have such a big impact on us, and I don't think not everyone realizes that, but for me it was Bashment. And yeah, so bracking out, parties, that was me. And yeah, so I transitioned and everything changed. So my locks really represent that. And that's another important one. And for me, they break the cycle of what's supposed to be. You know, like in society we're expected to be these perfect images. We're expected to withhold to these different standards of Western beauty, and it just didn't sit well with me. I feel more authentic with my locks than how I used to have my hair. I used to wear wigs, braids. I used to wear my natural hair a lot, the majority of the time, but even then, still, yeah, this is what I chose and I love it. Another thing to add on, it's just about my past experiences, because I feel like that's a key aspect, and it's something I have never really spoken about to people, but it's something I realized, or it's something that my counsellor helped me realize, and this is a different counsellor I've had, like my past experiences, so going to parties and experiencing, like, you know, the dancehall vibes and everything. Oh yeah, by the way, I used to sneak out so much. If you're watching this, Mum, those 2 times you caught me, that was not it. But anyways, so going to those things, it showed me that hedonistic, pleasure focused activities weren't really for me. I mean, they were for me at the time. I really enjoyed it, but I definitely must have questioned, like, this can't be it. Like, there's more to life than just partying and drinking and all the rest. So yeah, I think that those experiences allowed me to search for the deeper meaning in life. And yeah, I don't regret any of those situations. Well, some of them I regret some, but I don't regret all of them. And I feel like it was definitely very character building to me, and it really does just goes to show that sometimes you do need to go through certain things to make you who you are. And so you learn different things, and you know, it just contributes to your whole experience, and it shapes you into who you are today. I probably wouldn't be me without those days. And another thing from that as well is, and that can be transferable to you, is that sometimes we do go chasing a lot outside of ourselves. Sometimes we go chasing for pleasure outside of ourselves, and we chase to get our needs met from outside of ourselves, when in actuality it needs to come from within us. We're the only people that can fill our cup at least over halfway, because we can't always keep going. We can't keep running empty all the time. That's a whole other topic. But yeah, that's something I've learned, and I learned myself just through loads of research and just really trying to understand, because as children we often don't get all of our needs met. Sometimes we're ignored by our parents, or sometimes our needs are sacrificed to meet their needs. So it's really important to know what our needs are. Yeah, so when I would have it retwisted, it's a very lovely, neat look, and I do love that look. And I also love the semi-free-formed look, when it's more free and just, you know, a bit more unstructured. And yeah, so I love that versatility. That versatility is enough. I don't ever get bored of them. As I said, I'm a quite simple person. Okay, another one which you might not see if you don't see the spiritual side to things, but I'm quite a spiritual person, as I should have mentioned that in the beginning. I'm on a spiritual journey. But they're like antennas, and you might have heard this before, because a lot of people with locks do refer to them as that. But there's a lot of history behind it, but there's more to the locks than the locks, you know. And locks really date back so far from ancient Egypt and in India. There's a lot of history behind locks, and I also sometimes get the question, are you Rasta? And no, I'm not Rasta. Although I do come from a Caribbean background, I'm not Rasta. Even though I do understand a lot of the concepts and I do resonate with a lot of them, but I don't identify as Rastafari. Another thing is that, like, through my Loc journey, my mum, even though she's Jamaican, she didn't like me locking my hair. She said it looked untamed. Every time she'd see them, even probably still now, I haven't seen her in a while, but she'll probably say, oh, like, do you need me to comb them out for you? And I think that really symbolizes the beliefs that a lot of the older generation have, and that has been instilled in them from many things. Colonization. So yeah, it just shows that we have a lot of programming to do within ourselves sometimes, and I don't really mind because I'm just doing me. I'm just doing me. So yeah, I don't mind, it doesn't affect me, but I just wanted to put that out there to just draw some awareness. Another key thing is they make me really protective over my space, the energy I surround myself with, the auras, because locks do hold on to a lot of things. I keep my locks very clean, but they make me more hypervigilant about who I let touch my locks, who I stay around for too long, whether I keep it wrapped in certain situations and not. So in that sense, it helps me in a quite a holistic way, like to just set more boundaries in a way, and that's like something that I can go into another video because it's not something that has come easy to me, setting boundaries. For many reasons, just upbringing, and yeah, it's something very important for us all to be able to do. Another key thing that I realised is that when I lay on the grass, when I lay with my hair on the grass, it's so beautiful because you can see the locks like just seeping in, and it's almost like a tree's roots planting in the ground, and it's just so fascinating. There's definitely an earthly connection with locks. They're spectacular. Words can't even describe every aspect of how meaningful they are to me. So ultimately they bring me a lot of peace. They are ever-changing. They're devotion to my pure essence in its natural state, in its natural form, and a connection to my roots, because there is a connection there between my locks and culture. So yeah, they're the main things about my locks. Let me know what else you'd like to know about me, or what else you would want me to talk about. As I said, I'm really into self-discovery, I'm into spirituality, I'm really into the chakras, and that's something that's helped me so much recently, learning about the chakras and the different energy centers and what they really do, when they're blocked and how you can unblock them. But that's something I'm still learning about. So yeah, let me know if you like this, like, subscribe, and also if you're still here with me, you know, you're a real one. The light in me sees the light in you. Peace.